Hey there, everybody. Kobe here. What's up, and welcome back to my channel. Or should I say, welcome back to me. Yeah, it's been a long while since I've sort of like given up on this whole YouTube agenda. Perhaps maybe a year in the past or so. And there's been a lot this past year. I've been really, really busy doing this and that, personal development, etc., etc. But now I am finally back with a new idea in mind. So you might have noticed already that this video of mine is pretty simple, straightforward. It's just literally me talking, and I put a photo. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna put subtitles on this because it's English, but let's see. Yeah, undecided, but you'll find out when I actually upload the video. And yeah, essentially, yes, it is a kind of a podcast, or TBH, I am not really sure. I'd like to call it more of a radio maybe than a podcast. And the reason is I decided to suddenly shift into this format is because I think my first three videos weren't bad. They were actually pretty decent. But the whole process it required for me to make those really, really short videos were really long and tiring. And it just made the whole content creation process not fun and sustainable. So after going on a trip to Jeju, yes, I went to Korea by myself for the first time. And yes, I'll be sharing a lot more of those stories later on in the future uploads. But essentially, as I reflected on my life and what I wanted to do, I realized maybe going back to YouTube was not a bad idea. But if I were to go back, I needed to come up with like a more sustainable way to keep doing this whole thing. And after watching a lot of other videos of other YouTubers online, I came to the realization that I should minimize the obstacles for me in creating videos. Like a lot of times, for example, I would choose not to film my YouTube video because I depend on natural light and I don't have fancy lamps for filming. So whenever the day becomes darker, I just postpone the whole filming process. Sometimes my face isn't ready, so I get too lazy to shave. Sometimes I have too much work and I forget to film. And I just get caught up trying to cut my videos, put fancy effects. And while all of these do constitute to a great video, I fail to focus on the actual content and value that I could provide. And it all just became really, really tiring for me. So, yeah, from here on, I decided to just use my voice because honestly, I just really, really enjoy talking about anything under the sun. And also, people have been commenting a lot on, like, whenever I presented in online meetings, they tell me, like, hey, you sound like a DJ. And honestly, looking at, like, hearing those comments, I was like, hey, that's not a bad idea. So yeah, I am definitely not expecting anyone to be watching like, I don't know, my first 100 videos at all. But my goal for now is to just like get used to this whole recording, filming, editing, uploading, creating thumbnails and creative titles. Basically, just a whole experimental period for me. All of course while trying to improve and find my direction along the way. So I haven't honestly found like the exact direction I want to pursue for this channel yet. But I guess that's the charm of like not having any subscribers at all. Well, like, I do have 50, but I know you guys are not watching anyway. So for now, I am just planning to like basically film 10-minute-ish recordings and upload them like mainly with the goal of serving as my diary, maybe. Like just to be a place for people who want white noise in the background, like something you can listen to while you walk, while you drive, commute, or even try to sleep. You don't have to listen to everything I'm saying because honestly, I also just enjoy having someone talk around me without me having to respond. And hopefully, I can serve the same function to a lot of other people looking for the same thing. And yeah, I'd be very happy if you can bear with my channel's experimental phase. And I'll also be very happy to take in suggestions, which you can leave in the comments below. For now, I plan to mainly talk about language learning, probably my adventures and experiences thanks to the languages I have learned, and probably a whole lot more. So if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for staying, and please definitely look forward to more of this kind of content. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.